Question 10. Staphylococcus aureus is a species of bacteria that lives on human skin. This species of bacteria can cause infections if it enters the body through a wound. Infections can be treated with antibiotics such as methicillin and penicillin. Infections can be caused by a strain of S. aureus called Mrsa, which is resistant to methicillin and penicillin and is becoming more common. The Mrsa strain has developed resistance to antibiotics by gene transfer from another organism. Identify the correct statement or statements relating to Mrsa antibiotic resistance. And all you need to do is to tick the right boxes. Okay. Right. Mrsa has developed antibiotic resistance through horizontal gene transfer from another organism. Has developed resistance by gene transfer from another organism. Yep. Mrsa has developed antibiotic resistance through vertical gene transfer from another organism. Nope. Okay. This type of gene transfer in bacteria brings about a rapid evolutionary change. Yes. And then it brings about a slow. And obviously that's wrong. So you're just looking for the pairs. Okay. Explain how the overuse of antibiotics has led to the increase in the population of Mrsa. Right. So this is basically how we have pushed this to happen by providing the conditions that only the resistant bacteria are remaining. Okay, so what you're doing is producing the conditions that have led to resistant bacteria that can then pass on that resistance. That's basically it. Okay. Samples were taken from a patient suspected of having a bacterial infection. The samples were used to inoculate plates of agar as shown in the diagram below. So we've got 3 agar plates. You've got nutrient agar on its own, with penicillin and with methicillin. Predict the results if the cause of the bacterial infection was Mrsa. Well, basically, it says Mrsa is resistant to methicillin and penicillin. So I would expect that it will grow all over the surface of methicillin. It will grow all over the surface if there's penicillin, and it will definitely grow where there is no impact by antibiotics at all. So what would happen? All of the plates would have growth. The nutrient agar contains specific amino acids required for protein synthesis. Just one other type of complex compound that the nutrient agar may have contained. Okay, right, so if you've got stuff for amino acids for protein synthesis, I'll look for something else that you would use for other big things. So fatty acids are really important for making your phospholipids and membranes and stuff like that. Vitamins as a kind of big extra thing, coenzymes that can be used in lots of different places. And then you could go with the big one that's given in your content statements, something like beef extract, which is just going to give all of those complex compounds that you need in a oneer. So I think that one, I like that they let you take it in the MART scheme, but I think you want to be more specific about it. So amino acids is what you normally give as your example. So a bit annoying they gave you it in the question. Fatty acids would be another good one to give. Okay. What they're not going to accept is you saying things like glucose, because that's not considered to be an additional complex compound. That would just be needed as its energy source. Okay. Question done.